So if you're watching this video, you might be considering buying a scout rifle. So today we're going to showcase the Mossberg MVP Scout. This is chambered in 7.62, and I think it's a very nice option. It's a great looking tool, and I'll show you all the reasons why I'm quite happy with it. Alright, so we'll start out with the box that comes in. Notice, proudly American. It's Mossberg is a cheaper brand, but it's not. It doesn't really lack in quality. It's like, I mean, yeah, there's other brands that you could buy that are like 10 times better for sure, but Mossberg is known to be very reliable and a very good option, especially if you're not wanting to spend a lot. So, anyways, open the box here. Alright, so with the box open now, obviously the tool is not in the box. We'll get to that in a minute here. You get a nice little clip-on barrel piece that showcases the brand. We're going to give you the owner's manual with an actual Mossberg lock. Nice little trigger lock. Actually, it's an action lock, I guess it would be called, because it goes through the action. But nice little option there. The other thing is you'll notice that it comes factory with a vortex scope, and so it comes with a nice cloth that you can wrap the scope in, as well as a booklet about the scope. And the scope that it comes with is a Crossfire 2 made by Vortex, and it's a pretty decent scope. It's really, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a pretty decent scope. It does the job just fine. This is a threaded barrel. It's just like a cap for the tool has a threaded barrel, so it comes with a muzzle brake on it, and then this is just a cap that you can put on if you don't want to use the muzzle brake. Nice little Allen key, and or actually it's a Torx. It's a Torx. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. There's a little Torx driver. So, stick this all back in here. We'll get the box out of the way, and we'll get to the actual tool itself. Alright, here it is. This is the Mossberg MVP Scout rifle. Full disclaimer, the bipod, I added to it. Otherwise, everything else as you see it is how it comes. I put on the bipod of a different color so that you can very quickly notice that it doesn't match the rest of the tool, so that you know it does not come with that. So yes, please note that it will not come with a bipod. First things first here, we can open up the action. We can see it's clear. There's a button right here, drop the magazine out. The tool is cleared, it's safe to take a look at. So it is a all synthetic stock. It's got a little bit of weight to it. But it's not too bad. Very simple bolt action, very smooth. It's got lots of little features all over this thing. So right at the front here, we got 3. So there's one here, one exactly on the other side, Picatinny rail, and there is on the bottom here, it's not a Picatinny rail, but it's a little rifle sling mount. Moving further this way, we've got a very simple sight here. It's all metal, quite durable feeling. And then we got a muzzle brake. The end of the barrel here is threaded, so that cap, as I was showing earlier, it can just thread on here instead of having the muzzle on. Up top here, we've got the scope that would come off fairly easy. The tool is included for the scope to take it off and on. If you do not wish to use the scope, it has ghost ring sights on it here, and it is said to be quite accurate with just using that. So yeah, the scope, you don't have to use it. It's already set up if you want to take the scope off to use it without it. Moving back here, we've got, so our safety is right here. So forward or back, very simple safety. As you can see, the action is open right now. It's a nice movement to it. If you want to take the bolt out, button right here, very simple, bolt comes right out. very quick and easy. The bolt has a nice little spiral in it, quite nice looking, aesthetically pleasing, as they would say. So we can put the bolt down there. The bolt goes back in really easy just by lining up, push the button, and it slides right in. Nice click. Magazine it comes with is a nice little box magazine here. As you can see here, if it'll show, 7.62 by 51. It holds 10 rounds. This is a factory magazine that it comes with, holds 10 rounds. Very reliable magazine, very nice. Moving further back here, as I said, it's a synthetic stock. It's quite a nice stock. It has a nice feel to it. The end here, it's got a nice rubber pad, so nice and cushioned. I found that this it doesn't kick a whole lot, to be surprising. Somewhat loud with the muzzle brake on it, I guess. It's somewhat loud, but it's fairly user-friendly, I would say. It's not as heavy as it could be, I would also say. Yeah, like, I mean, it could be a bit heavier, I suppose, but it's fairly lightweight for what it is. It's meant to be, like, on your back, right? Like, hiking and whatnot. Hunting, like it's a scout rifle, right? It's Mossberg's take on the scout rifle, and I think they've done it quite well. We'll put the bolt back in here. Just gotta see where I line it there. Right there. Push the button. Push button down. There we go. Slide it forward. Push it the rest away and down. Perfect. Bolts back in. Now, if I turn it onto its side here, show you here some more features here. So the magazine release is very easy. Button right here. Literally just squeeze that with your thumb. That button. Magazine here. Line it up. And there it's in. And then to pull it out, squeeze the button with your thumb, and it comes out. Very nice and easy, very clean. Doesn't feel like there's any unnecessary movements in it. Quite nice. The trigger itself has a nice little feature here. It's got a little safety in it. So pushing on that releases it. So if you're only grabbing the outside there, it would not release the trigger, it would not pull. So you have to get your full finger wrap on the trigger to get it actually to pull back. It's a nice little feature, as well as you also have the actual safety there. Now moving further back, there's not really much to see. You've got a very standard little loop here for a sling mount. There was one up on the front here as well that I've attached the bipod to. And other than that, it's just a very clean tool. Not a whole lot to it otherwise. So big question as far as a scout tool goes. See if I can get the tape measure out here. Bear with me. So we'll see the overall length here. So from the tip of the barrel right to the back there, we've got roughly 38 inches. So it's not super long. The barrel length itself here, the total length, right to where the bolt begins at there is you're about 23 inches. So scout rifles are meant to be easily backpacked around. This is nice and short for that. You are obviously going to lose a little bit of long distance accuracy with it being a shorter rifle, but that's the scout package, really. All right, so let's check out here. If we take it, I'm holding it left-handed, of course, right now, but anyways, you can see right there, you got your little ghost ring sight there, which would line up with the front sight right there. So, and like I said, the reviews on this say that it's very accurate just using that. The scope I found had to be adjusted. It wasn't ready to go right from the start. It had to be adjusted, but it's a decent scope. It was very simple to adjust, and then it was quite accurate after that, as you would expect. And like, I mean, this scope here, like, I put several rounds through it. The scope never, what would you say, it never moved on its own. It was very reliable. It did its job. And overall, this is a very fun tool to use. I took it to the range. I haven't not hunted with it. Took it to the range. I found it to be very accurate and very fun to use. The action on it, very clean, simple. The trigger pull is quite nice. It's a very crisp pull, and using it, like the whole mechanism of the machine here is very smooth. It does not feel like there's grit in it. It does not feel like it's over oiled or anything like that. It just feels nice, clean, crisp, and smooth. I'm quite happy with it, quite pleased with it, and it's, to be honest, it's what I expected at Mossberg. It's a cheaper option. Canadian, yeah, don't laugh at me, okay, but anyways, Canadian, you're probably gonna pick one up brand new. You're probably going to be around, after taxes, around $1,000. I've heard in the States that brand new they're around $600. That wouldn't surprise me. It really would not. We pay a little bit of a premium here for our tools. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the showcasing of the Mossberg MVP Scout, chambered in 7.62, 308 Winchester. I quite like it, and I think that if you picked one up, you would quite enjoy it. So I do recommend it. It's quite a nice tool, and if you get one, especially for the range or hunting, whatever you're going to use it with, I do recommend getting a bipod. It's quite a nice feature for it. But like, I mean, if you're backpacking and you don't want to get hung up on stuff, I totally understand. You might not want that. However, the legs just flick up and out of the way. I'll show you actually here if I can do it while holding the camera. There, that one's up and out. And there, that one's up and out now. So, yeah. Then it'll just lay like that, out of the way. And yeah, quite simple. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.